Back with Emporia State. Well, let's just start with where we're at. Winthrop University, an iconic venue. Cade, what was it like when you first got on this property and started throwing around these historic holes?
Yeah, I think it was really cool for all of us, especially just watching USDGC all these years and just remembering all the iconic shots and holes that we've seen the great players execute before, and just walking up to those same holes. It's pretty cool.
What's been the biggest difference from seeing the course in person to maybe seeing it on video, like hole 17 USDGC, for example?
Yeah, I think it's pretty surprising to see, like on coverage. I mean, there's a lot of people that make it look very easy, but also a lot that you see like take big numbers. And I think that my biggest surprise so far is that none of the holes are particularly easy, but there's a lot of ways to avoid danger, and that's kind of something that we've been working on.
Nice. Well, stay in the Winthrop vein real quick with EMAC. Obviously, you've seen this course many times. What was your advice for your teams coming to attack Winthrop?
Really easy, actually, as far as advice goes. Just keep it in bounds, honestly. Like you said, I've played this course many times, and I've had some fantastic rounds, and I've had some awful rounds. And I feel like when I played well, it was because I was keeping the disc in bounds and hitting putts. So with looking at the weather this week, tomorrow's a little hit or miss on depending on what tee time you got, if you're going to be playing in the rain or the wind. So I think coming out of this course around even par in those conditions is going to be solid. Just avoiding really big numbers out there.
What is it about this place that adds just the pressure on top of the OB?
It's Winthrop. I mean, it's historic. I mean, coming down the stretch, I know it's not going to be hole 17 this year. It'll be 14, I believe. That hole it's scary. I don't care if you're playing for first place or you're playing for last place. Stepping up there, if you don't get butterflies on that tee pad, you're not human, I guess I would say. But yeah, it's just Winthrop, man.
All right, Eric, just stay with you a couple more questions. So, what about the venue change to a place like Winthrop?
Yeah, when we heard about it last year, I was skeptical, I guess. Maybe I don't know if skeptical is the right word for it. I was really stoked to be at North Cove last year. For me personally, bringing 3 different teams here and having to travel to different courses every day is a challenge. And last year was really nice to have every course on one piece of property. And the courses last year were phenomenal. Not taken away from the courses that we're playing this year. Obviously, having a beauty like Winthrop in the mix is going to be huge. So it's growing on me. The one thing I do like is we're not in the middle of nowhere, so we have food options, and it's not terribly far. It's honestly a lot like Emporia as far as getting around and getting to the courses. So it's definitely growing on me.
All right, last one for you, Eric. Year 2 involved in college disc golf. What have you learned as a coach and as a big mover and shaker in college disc golf in year 2?
Sure. Learned a lot, actually. It's been an honor, to be honest with you. Obviously, I got to give a shout out to Emporia, Kansas, and Emporia State University for believing in disc golf and taking on us as a team. All of us, all 12 of us actually that came out this year. Being under the athletic umbrella as opposed to under clubs is just huge and phenomenal for each one of us. It gives us a little more time to focus on our games instead of being stressed out about how we're going to get out here. So huge shout out to the city of Emporia, and then obviously Emporia State University. And Dynamic has helped us along the way as well. So.
All right, go back to Cade real quick. Just tell us about this past year and how this team has continued to grow and evolve on the course.
Yeah, so I think our first event was pretty shaky. We had half our team was new from last year. So I think our first event we definitely weren't in sync. We ended up being our only loss of the year, and I think that really motivated and helped us realize really how we need to play moving forward. And I think as the year's gone on, we've just gotten better and better. And our last 2 regionals that we've played in Arizona and then in Emporia feels like we've really been clicking team side of it. And then I think the singles side too, we've all been really coming along.
What's the experience like as a college or someone going to college and getting to travel to like Arizona from Kansas to play disc golf?
Yeah, I mean, it feels like you're like the university's priority when you get treated like that, and it's really awesome. And we can't thank Emporia State enough for all that they do for us, because without ESU and the support that they give us, I mean, we would be paying our way to any place that we wanted to go. And also Eric for stepping into the role of being the coach and really putting the initiative to get us to all these cool places.
Yeah, I mean, it's college disc golf in the grand scheme of things is pretty young, and y'all are kind of at the forefront of growing it. So what does it mean to be a disc golfer, to have, disc golf being a factor where you're going to school?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it was different because I was coming back home in Emporia to go to Emporia State no matter what, and the team just so happened to start the year that I came to Emporia. But it's awesome. I really hope that, everyone on this team and Eric, that we can just kind of get the younger kids excited about college disc golf. So hopefully, when they're, 16, 17, they're looking to go play college disc golf somewhere, and hopefully that's Emporia State. But I really hope that the young kids now see what's going on and how awesome it is, and really take advantage of the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to do this.
Nice. We got Justin with us. All right, just a couple for you, man. Back again. What's the strength of this team?
I think our biggest strength is probably how well we get along with one another. We always find a way to come together as a group, and that's probably our largest strength, is we always find a way to pick each other up.
Nice. What's been your favorite part so far this week, being here at Winthrop and in Rock Hill in general?
For me personally, it's the beauty of the place. I'm a big nature buff. I love plants. I love animals, and being around such a different environment than Kansas, this is amazing for me personally.
Cool. All right, Cade, back to you just for a couple more. We'll wrap this up. What's the mentality coming in this week? So close last year. How big of a factor was that, attacking this year and getting back here?
Yeah, we definitely wanted to be back here, and I feel like we've got the pieces to put ourselves in the position to have a chance again this year. And I think really is you can't look ahead. We got a round ahead of us tomorrow, and right now that's all we're focused on, and we're going to take it one day at a time, one shot at a time, and just go out and give it our best.
Well, that's perfect. And that's Emporia State men's team. Thanks, fellas. We'll be right back.
Thank you.